Okay, so I'm going to share with you some of the answers for your work from page 109. So hopefully you can see that. What I hope that you can understand from yesterday's work is that solving by guessing and checking is not really an efficient method. Okay, so if you need this longer, you can just pause the video to check your answers. Solving by guessing and checking is not an efficient method. And so when we're solving equations, this is review from stuff we did before in patterning and algebra, but we use like a balanced scale method, which means that if we want to solve for x, we want to get x by itself in the equation. So for example, if we had something like 5, oh, that's not working, let's try again. Like 5x minus 2 equals 8. We want to undo all the things that are done to x. And the order in which we undo things is the opposite order of BEDMAS. So in BEDMAS, we do brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So when we're undoing things to get x by itself, we're going to start by undoing subtraction and addition, undoing multiplication and division. So we have this variable x here that we want to solve for. And we have 5x minus 2 is equal to 8. So a guess and check method would mean we could put different values in for x and see what it will be. And some simple equations like this, you might be able to see really quickly offhand that x is actually equal to 2. But as the questions get more complicated, we can't see it right away. So using this method of isolating x can be really helpful. So in order to get rid of the 2, if I've given 2 things away, to get back to neutral again, to get back to 0, I want to take 2 things back. So to get rid of that 2, if I add 2 as well to it, this whole thing here goes to 0. Now, if I had add 2 on one side of an equal sign, the equal sign is like a balance scale, so I need to now add 2 on the other side of the equation. When I do that, on this side, I'm left with 5x, and on this side of the equal sign, I'm left with whatever 8 plus 2 is, which is 10. Now, again, I look at what is done to x, and I still have a 5 multiplied to x. So in order to get that x by itself, I need to undo multiplication. Well, multiplication and division are opposite of each other. So in order to undo multiplying something by 5, I'm going to divide it by 5. And again, because it's an equal sign, I need to do the same thing on the right-hand side. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 1x is the same as just x. So I'm left with x on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, I have 10 divided by 5, which is 2. So now I've solved that equation by isolating x. Okay? So some examples that you will find to do this are in your Jump Math book. So check Edsby for the questions that you are to complete.